Hey, Carly Pearce is joining us in the studio. What's up, Carly? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We're just talking about how your hair looks nice.
That's so nice because I did it myself. So thanks.
Oh, wow.
Do you not normally
I did
do
my
your
hair too.
I mean, I feel like if I come in, sometimes I have somebody else do it because I don't want to do it. So I was excited that you guys liked it.
Isn't that great?
You walked in, it was like that was the first thing. It was like your hair is glowing. The color's also different too, a little bit.
Yeah. Does it look lighter or darker to you?
It looks darker and lighter because it's like
What a dude answer that was.
No, but it's true.
I like it, but
I'm
don't.
not sure what the right answer is here, so I'm going
It's
to
shorter but
carefully.
longer. One of my favorite quotes in a movie is Alec Baldwin talking to Meryl Streep, and it's complicated. And they're sitting at the bar, and he's like, "Your hair, I like," or he's like, "Your hair's longer," and she's like, "Shorter," and he goes, "I like it."
Hey, what's the have you had any like dumb tattoo moments with Ashley? Has she had you do anything that you're like, Ashley, we shouldn't be here right now?
Oh my gosh! I mean,
Ashley McBride.
Ashley is like the friend that you never knew you needed, kind of.
Yeah.
She is hilarious. We kind of joked around that we would get a tattoo if Never Wanted to Be That Girl went #1, but I told her that she can't choose what it is because I'm scared of what she would choose. Or where. I'm like, I will pick what it will be and where it will go on my body.
It'll be a freckle.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be one little dot where nobody sees it.
Yeah, she's got a. What I like about her is if you really watch videos of her around other artists, I don't know of an artist that is more supportive of another person's happiness and success than she is.
I would agree, honestly. And the whole reason that I wanted to write with her is kind of that infectious personality that she has. I over the last few years saw it, but also was such a fan of her music. But I was like, I just want to team up with you because you're good people.
Yeah. Does she talk about me a lot?
She does. You're one of
Big
her
D.
favorites.
By the way, Big D is obsessed with your friend Ashley McBride.
Since day zero, like before anybody knew who
it's not
she
even
was.
close. It's
That's a good one. Then I like you better because you like good people.
Yeah.
But I think that was the best, not counting performances, that was the best CMA Awards moment that I can remember in the last 10 years.
Oh.
When you had the meltdown and she came up for the assist, the save.
So great. It's so great. You turned into a Muppet for a second there. There was
My favorite thing is people are like, did you know before? And I'm like,
Did you watch?
did you watch me? Do you really think? If I knew, you should give me an Oscar for that performance.
Who did you
because-
think was going to win? Did you really,
I mean, honestly, I thought hands down Miranda had it.
I mean, that's a safe bet. Listen, if I'm putting money on this.
I thought I had a better chance if I was going to win something to win album. And so when I didn't win album, I was kind of like, oh, give me some vodka. And I didn't even put lip gloss on for that award because I was like, meh, whatever.
See, that's how you know she's legit.
That's how you know.
She didn't prep.
I didn't. And when that happened, I was just like,
Oh, what a great moment.
it was
So
fun.
when's the last time you went back and watched that speech, the acceptance and all that?
I mean, I feel like people play it for me a lot. So
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. And
But what does it feel like when you're watching it? What are you thinking?
it really does make me emotional every time because I just...
Emotional or critical? I mean, do you sit there and say, oh, I didn't have on lip gloss?
No.
Or do you say, oh my gosh, I'm back in that moment again?
it takes me through my entire life. And that was truly like a life. I worked my entire life for that to happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hilarious to me that I was like pretty tipsy and had no lip gloss on and fell over. Like people are like, did you pee? And I'm like, no, I didn't pee. And they're like, well, you squatted. Like, did you trip? And I'm like, no, I was just like overcome with emotion. Like
There was no car door blocking me. Of course I didn't pee.
I was fine. Like, did you see my dress? I didn't want my dress.
Carly Pearce is with us. All right. Well, we've been talking about you and Ashley and Peen. We might as well play this. It's Never Wanted to Be the Girl. Here is Carly Pearce with Ashley McBride. Carly Pearce in the studio with us as the reigning CMA ACM Female Vocalist of the Year.
Say it louder.
Yes.
Did you ever think the girl who... So did you leave high school? Like, did you finish? Did you get a GED?
I got my diploma in the mail from this online school that would get me into college if I wanted to, even though that was just my selling point to my dad. I
So
knew
when
I
did you?
wasn't.
How old were you when you left high school?
16.
Wow.
You
I
knew
know.
at 16 that you're like, my future is not going the collegiate route.
It's funny now to think about it 15 plus years later and just how insane that really is, and that my parents listened to me. But I mean, from the time I was 6 years old, I told my parents I was going to sing on the Grand Ole Opry and moved to Nashville. So I guess it was always wired in my soul that that's what I wanted to do. But for my parents, I was a good student, so I think they knew I wasn't trying to run away from school. And I did tell them, here's an online school that I can go to and graduate, but I want to sing at Dollywood. And they're like, cool, okay. And I'm like, what? I mean, it's just bizarre to me now.
Yeah, you had to be very believable.
I guess. Yeah, and my mom, my parents are still married and obviously were married at the time, and my mom moved with me and sacrificed her marriage to live in this grizzly bear decorated 1-bedroom apartment with a jacuzzi tub in the bedroom.
Oh, nice.
It was
yeah.
super
Solid.
weird.
Oh man, Dollywood
With all the
Yes.
Smoky Mountain bear puns.
So many bears. All the bears.
All the bears. All
Yep.
the bears. Carly Pearce is with us. We'll come back talk more with Carly Pearce on the way. Hang on. Hey, Carly Pearce is joining us as we're hanging out, talking, and just having a great time. How are you though? You like everything? You feel like things are like you can breathe out yet? Where are you in the your cardio of life?
I mean, am I happy? Yes. Am I so grateful for everything that has happened in the last couple of years for me? Yes. But I think there's like an added pressure of you got to now keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And I created this record that I did kind of just as survival, but it has really taken my career to a different level.
That's what I was going to ask is, and I've said it so many times that the worst points in my life always precede the best.
Mm-hmm.
You went through a really crappy public time,
Mm-hmm.
which sucks. I couldn't imagine. But because of that, you got this, I don't even want to call it an album. It's art. I mean, it's your story and it's everything there. And look at what it has done for you.
I know. If you would have told me when I started writing that album, that's what it was going to do. Because also, I mean, people lose sight of the fact that my producer, Busby, passed away
That's right.
right as I was filing for divorce. So my musical journey was falling apart just as my personal journey was falling apart. So just to think about all of the things that aligned for me to make this album, and now every day I get to see, I thought I made music that was impactful, but until this album, I didn't even understand what that meant. And now to be able to maybe give young girls or young guys that are listening to the radio just a face to divorce at a young age that maybe they didn't have before, I'm proud of that. And I think we need to humanize people more. And just because we're behind a microphone and we wear really fancy clothes sometimes and walk red carpets doesn't mean that we don't go through exactly what everybody else goes through.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit down to put your shoes on like I do.
I mean, on an award show, somebody does put my shoes on.
Yeah, you see?
They do.
I
Dude,
need
we
that.
can't put each other's shoes on. That'd be like a thing.
When you sit down and cross your legs, you have to use your hand and kind of pull it up. Or
No.
can you?
Yeah, see,
Wait,
we
you're
do.
You're saying you can just cross your legs without touching your leg at all?
I don't know.
Can you get your leg
Yeah,
up?
she can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I get mine right up to the knee, and then I give the assist with my left arm or the right arm, whatever.
What a hussy.
So
I can touch my
She's
own
just
leg.
bragging, man.
when can I beg for Dear Miss
it comes.
Loretta? No, you knew it was
I
coming.
know it was coming. I was like,
because
which
that
one of us is going to say it first?
That is
Because
my jam.
listen, that
That's
song
nice.
is so fantastic. Could you maybe talk somebody into making
Like, how do we do this? I mean, how do we go to your record label and say, please, because people don't understand the process. They always get mad at us for not
Totally.
playing album cuts. And I'm like, I would love to play album cuts because sometimes they're amazing.
Totally.
This is one of those moments. Dear Miss Loretta is so crazy good. And I worry that it's going to get lost and people aren't going to hear it and whatever. I mean, yeah, you can go and get the album and you'll hear it that way. But I think it hits a bigger group if if we convince people to put it, because that song, it's great. It's
Aw.
perfect.
That's really nice. That's that song is funny to me. I don't really get to share this story very often, but I wrote that song over Zoom during my divorce and wrote it with Brandy Clark. And I was like, wow, this is such a great song. It is so country. Like it'll never see the light of day. Cool. And then I just got like a wild hair to sing it on the Opry one night. And it kind of became the next phase of writing the second half of 29 Written in Stone. So it's just funny. And then to get to sing it with Patty, I mean, you can tell
Patty
somebody.
Loveless is on the song.
Which is one of the greatest vocalists of all time in our genre. It's not my next single, but
I know it's not, and I'm just begging that
Can we
before
play
they
a
go
little?
on to the
I
next.
hate that when we talk about it and we don't play.
Play
some
it.
of
Some of
I'll play a little bit. I'll play.
Yeah, it's so good.
thanks.
Has she heard it? Have you gotten
Yes.
it? Oh, okay.
Which I got a voice text. My manager sent me a message and he said, "Are you sitting down?" And I was like, "Okay, this is either going to be good or bad." And then I just got a voice memo, like a recording, and I clicked on it, and it was Loretta, and she was like, "Hey, Carly, I wish I had my phone because I would play it for you." And she's like, "Hey, Carly, I'm just in the bed. Need to get up and wash my face, but I don't know. I'm not going to see anybody, so I don't know if it matters." Anyways, I mean, I'm not kidding. It reminded me.
No, we've talked to her, and we
It
know.
reminded me, like my grandmother, who really was a coal miner's daughter. That's not just for the song. She used to talk in real time like that, so it just made me laugh so much. But she was like, "I love your song. I love you. Come and see me sometime." And I was just like, "Oh my
you have
God.
to go see her.
I know. I need
have
to go see her. I
Yeah.
do.
Last time we talked to her, she talked about the ghosts that she would see walking down the halls.
I might have to meet her somewhere then.
She also says,
I'm not going.
"Did you
we
know
come at
about
night. It's
her
fine.
Patsy stories?"
No.
Like, okay, so they were best friends.
Yeah.
And like they would share underwear and stuff. They're like, here, it's crazy stuff. You'll have to get her to tell you the stories. But when she's in concert, she said every single show, I look out in the audience and I look and I look and I look and boom, there she is.
She sees her.
Wow.
Goosebumps. It got me again. She's like every single show. She's
Okay.
always
She
there.
sees her.
Let's backtrack from the ghost to
Whoa.
that. Patsy
Yeah.
Cline gave Loretta Lynn a pair of underwear that she says she still has. And I still say that pair of underwear should be in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
It
Worn
definitely
by
should.
Patsy
For
Cline
sure.
and Loretta Lynn.
I'm literally like, what
How-
what other female artists in my class would I like share underwear with?
Ashley.
I guess Ashley. Honestly, Ashley would give me her underwear.
Yeah.
if
she
you
had
needed
them.
it, like
If
you were
she's
like,
wearing them,
hey,
I'm not
you
sure.
know,
That would be my question.
if you had peed your dress at the awards,
She would have pulled
She
her
might-
underwear off.
Right there,
She would have
actually.
right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably in that moment with how much she had to drink, she definitely would have.
I got you, girl. It's
She'd be
fine.
like, "Here, honey."
Well, this is not at all how I hoped you would talk on the show, but no. Carly Pearce, everyone, so great. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
And what's the judge say? Love your hair, hope you win.
Yeah, love your hair.
Love
hope
your hair,
you win.
hope you win.
I love that.
Yeah, steal that. We did.
Love your hair. Hope you win.
Hey, if you like that video, go ahead, like, subscribe, click the bell, you know.
You have been told what to do. Do it.